Welcome back to another video. Today we have top 10 tools you can get for under $1,200. You can get with that stimulus check that we're going to be getting. Don't forget to smash the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell for more tutorials videos. Yes, obviously, if you're in a tight situation, you're a tight budget, most of these tools are not going to be essential. So, obviously food, water, and, pay your bills, pay your rent, car payment, all those are much more important things you can spend your money on. But these tools or these top 10 tools are for people that that have a little bit left over from this check, or are able to spend this money. First one, basically, it's needed with if you have a vehicle. You're gonna need this tool. Basically, it's gonna be like a necessity if you break down and stuff like that, or if you're a DIY, like to do your own stuff, oil changes and stuff like that. Definitely this tool is an essential for having a vehicle. Yeah. Icon hand tools, or just about any hand tool that you can get from Harbor Freight. It doesn't have to be Icon. If you're a DIY, you can go with Pittsburgh. There's a lot of great Pittsburgh sockets, a lot of great Pittsburgh wrenches, and a lot of low budget tools you can buy with this money and still have a lot left over. Like I said, or you can upgrade to Icon. Icon is they'll last you a little bit longer. They're basically, Icon is more targeted to the professional. It might have a little bit better quality. Here's a 20% off coupon on Icon. So it does expire 5/31/2020. So you got 58082860. And like I said, pretty much you might not be able to get the toolboxes, but you can get the tools. You can get the hand tools. It's a great item. If you break down, if you need to do an oil change or brake job, you have the good tool to do that job. All right, the next item that we have, it's for the woodworker. It's for me personally, it's an essential item because you can build pretty much anything with this thing. If I were to buy a tool, if I were not to have any tools, any woodworking tools, and I would buy one tool, I would buy this tool. It's not the cheapest, but it does work. It does pretty much, you can build just about anything, with this tool. All right, the Hercules Miter Saw. This is the 12-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw. Obviously, this is the most expensive. There's coupons out there. You can get it for cheaper. I don't know if this is the current coupon. Probably not. This is comparable. But yeah, there's coupons out there. You can get this cheaper. If you guys haven't watched my coupon videos. But yeah, this is basically like if you're a woodworker, having a miter saw, it's like having a screwdriver or a piece of pliers, because having a miter saw, you can basically cut your 2x4s. You can do a table, you can do a chair, you could do all the basic stuff, maybe a rack, pretty much anything you could do with this miter saw. And not just this, you could buy the cheaper one. You could buy the Chicago Electric. That's how you can afford $100, $80, or whatever it costs with the coupon. Get that. If you can afford something better, get the Admiral or get the Hercules. Just depend, like I said in the beginning of this video, if you can afford, after you pay all your bills, you put food on the table, then you can start spending money. Look at your budget and see how much you can spend. But yeah, for me, this is a really essential item for the woodworker, for the DIY woodworker. You could do a lot of things with other tools, like a table saw, and just a sliding a circular saw. But for me, having something like this, you can cut the angles perfectly. You could cut your 90 degrees. You can cut your 45 degrees. Um, for me, it's something really nice. Anyways, the next tool that we have, this is for the mechanic or for the DIY. Somebody that likes to do their own thing at home, like to have their own tools. So the next thing that we have, 5-drawer tool cart. If you're a DIY or just starting out to build your toolbox, and you like to have your tools, and if you have a garage or a house or something like that, you can spare some room for a toolbox. Then this is the great beginner's toolbox. And if you're an expert and you don't want to spend a lot of money, if you're already a mechanic, you will just want something that's is going to hold off pretty well. Or if you're a mechanic and just starting out, this is a perfect box for you. For me personally, I have the blue box. This thing has been working great. I mean, I have tons of weight on top of my toolbox. I roll this thing around every time I do work around on the truck or on one of the cars. I roll this out, and I have tons of weight. This thing's like filled all the way to the top, worth of tools, hand tools, and and same thing with this. This is like way up here, filled with tools plus the tools that are inside. And it's been holding on pretty good. I mean, I'm not a professional. I'm a DIY, but I like to have my own tools, and I do put a lot of weight. I'll put up my power tools. One of these days I would have to do a toolbox tour and let you guys know, so you guys would see what I have in there. But yeah, this is one of the essential items, having a toolbox. And not just this, you could buy the cheaper ones. You could buy the 4-drawer, or you could buy the 1-drawer, the 2-drawer, and the 1-drawers. So you can buy cheaper ones, and they're about $100. The 4-drawer, I believe it's $150 with the coupon. This one, I believe it's $200 with the coupon. Yeah, I know it went up. Me personally, I got this tool when it came out, the new colors, and I got it for $150. It was way back in the day. I gotta say, it's a great buy. It's something that I consider essential for just somebody that's gonna be doing their own smaller projects for their vehicle, or for work around the house. You can use that. I know some people are using this white one for just having it inside. Putting your stuff like that. Your meds or your whatever you're gonna be putting in here. Other than tools, a lot of people use this white one. All right, the next tool that we have, it's another mechanic tool. Pretty much, it's for the household DIY tool. It's an essential item. It's one of the items that you will need if you're gonna do something to your vehicle, and you're gonna be going under. All right, it's the Daytona floor jacks, guys. This is for me. My Daytona, I have the orange one. It's the low profile. This one. This is the one that I have. This thing's been working great, guys. I did buy this with the open box item. It's been working great. I retired my old jack. Old one wouldn't lift anymore, and I wouldn't trust it. I do trust this one. But I do, of course, I will be using, jack stands and stuff like that, because you can't really trust 100% or rely on a jack. But anyways, this one's been working great. I have no issues whatsoever. Been having this jack for quite a few months now, and been using it to lift my my 1500 Chevy Silverado and my Ford Ranger. I do have a lot of weight on the Ford Ranger, and it's been lifting fine. I even leave it like that; it'll stay up. But it's an essential if you're doing brake jobs, if you're doing oil changes, if you're doing any type of work under the vehicle. This is an essential, and you don't even have to buy the Daytona. You can get the Pittsburgh floor jacks. They're $100, I believe, to start, or $89.99 with the coupon. So you can start with that, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. Even these are great. Some of these are $134.99, You can get it cheaper with coupons. But definitely recommend the floor jacks. The floor jack is something that I would recommend if you have that extra money to spend on a tool. All right, the next tool is for emergency situations, or if you like going out camping. But yeah, mostly for emergency situations. If you could use it if you work out in the field and you don't have any electricity or anything like that. But mostly for, I would say, emergency situations, I would have something like this. And this is a generator basically. This is the Predator 2000 watt super quiet inverted generator for $99.99. You can get a coupon and get about $50 off of this, or so around there. Definitely wouldn't pay this price. Make sure if you shop at Harbor Freight, you get those coupons. You can go online and find them here at the website, or you can watch some of my videos, or you can download the app and get those coupons. But yeah, this is an essential item if you live in a hurricane area, if you live in a place where you get a lot of earthquakes or hurricanes, or you get the storm, a high wind area where it knocks down the electricity. Pretty much the grid goes down and you're pretty much left with nothing to power your house, power your essential items. Or if you go out camping, you have an RV. This is probably the best, this is probably the best one you can get. It's lighter, it's portable, and then if you need more power, you can always buy the linkable thing that you can get, and you can put two of these together. So that way you can run a bigger AC on your RV. And these are quiet. These are the quietest, and these are cheaper than the Hondas. I believe they're almost half of the price. Something like this in Honda is like $1,000. So definitely recommend that. If you want to go cheaper, you can get the Predator, the basic one, the Predator 4000 watt. I believe it's something like this. This is one of the cheaper ones that they have. Obviously, with the coupon, it's gonna knock it down more. This is not an inverter generator. Just make sure you're aware of that. This is mainly for more, I would say, for more industrial use, like power tools and stuff like that. Or if the electricity goes out, you can use this to power your home. But for the long run, if you're an RV enthusiast, or you go out to camping, this is going to be louder, and this is not going to run for a long time. It's not healthy for your electronics for a long time. But if for a shorter time, a few days here and there, it should be fine. But this is definitely the cheapest way you can go. Obviously, it's a lot cheaper than this if you go with the coupon. All right, the next item that we have, it's for the mechanic. It's something that it's not really an essential item because you can work your way around. There's a lot of battery operated tools you can get. But having something like this definitely helps you out in cleaning and in your impact tools and your ratcheting tools. Definitely a way to go if you're going to be doing a little bit more than the DIY. If you're going to be more dedicated more to your vehicles or to woodworking, you could say that too. Yeah, and pretty much the compressor. Yeah, you can get yourself a nice compressor. If you got money left over from that check that we're all going to get, hopefully we're all going to get. You got the 6-gallon here. This is the new Fortress. And then you got the Central Pneumatic, because they're really basic. Like I said, there's all kinds of price ranges. You can get something cheap like this. This will definitely air up your tires. Will work some smaller power tools. Maybe a paint sprayer, a lighter paint sprayer, or a smaller nail gun or something like that, staple gun. These are definitely good for that. If you're going to be running shop tools, I would definitely recommend the 21-gallon or the 20-gallon. These are definitely great for if you're going to be running hand tools and shop tools and stuff like that, or bigger nail guns like framing nailers and stuff like that. Definitely recommend that for you guys. All right, the next tool that we have is for somebody that likes to be working a little more than DIY. They like to do their own metal work. All right, yeah, a welder. You can get yourself a cheap welder or a really nice one. It just depends on your price point, if you how much you can afford. You can get the Chicago Electric, which is cheaper. You can get, if you with the coupon, I believe you can get one with $100. The cheapest you can get with the coupon, that's Chicago Electric. If you want something a little better, it's titanium. Obviously, professional level, it's gonna be Vulcan. I heard nothing but good things about titanium and Vulcan. Titanium is gonna be your mid grade, professional to a prosumer type of thing. If you're gonna dedicate yourself more to welding, if you want to learn a little bit more into detail about welding, titanium is the way to go. If you don't really care about welding and you just need to stick two pieces of metal together and you don't want to spend so much money, you can go with the Chicago Electric. But this is going to get you more features. It's going to get you some cleaner welds. It's definitely a great item to get with if you want to learn how to weld, if you want to learn how to do something new, something other than the basic tools. And the next item that we have is pretty much a household item that we all need to maintain our homes, maintain the outside of our homes. It just depends on your case per case scenario. Everybody's different. Everybody has a house, a smaller house, bigger house, or bigger yard, smaller yard, depending on what you have. Yeah, we got the Atlas. We got the Atlas hand tools. We got the new lawnmowers here, $249.99. $319.99. These do not include a battery and a charger. Just keep that in mind. We can get coupons, I believe, to get 20% off or $20 off or something like that. Definitely recommend check out the Harbor Freight website to get those coupons. You can get something like if you have a yard, you can get any of these tools and definitely will help you out. They carry anything from a lawnmower to a string trimmer. And you got the trimmer here, edge trimmer, blower, and then you got a chainsaw here and some batteries and charger. Obviously, this is going to be one of the most expensive tools that they have. It's probably the better tools that they have at Harbor Freight, as in yard work and stuff like that. They are cheaper versions of this. You can get the Portland. You can get the Portland items. These are the corded version of the hand tools. These are really basic tools, but they do the job. I've had most of these and they are fine. If, like I said, if you're in tight budget, you can't afford the bigger ones or the more powerful ones. You can get yourself some corded tools, and definitely they will do the job. Out of these tools, I would think this is probably one of the best tools that they have. The electric pressure washer. I've had this pressure washer for a long time. I did ended up selling it because I needed to make some room, but I'm pretty much gonna be probably buying another pressure washer or something. These are definitely some great pressure washers. Definitely recommend it for the price. If you get them with the coupon, you can get them for like $79.99, I believe. Some people were getting them for $70. So this is definitely another great tool. Definitely recommend that. These are all great tools except this one. I wouldn't recommend this one. But yeah, if you're like in a budget, these are definitely a great tool you can get. All right, the next tools that we have are some tools that are essential to having in any home. If you like doing your own repairs, your own, around the house, or even for the vehicles. Yeah, it's Hercules. Pretty much, Hercules is the top grade of just drills and stuff like that for the house or for professional level. These are definitely some great tools. Definitely recommend any Hercules tools. But yeah, this is an essential tool for having at home if you own a house or even if you have an apartment. you want to tighten up a bolt, you want to hang a picture frame or something like that. These are definitely great. It varies from a 20 volts to a 12 volts. These are mostly for lighter duty, or if you're a professional, if you don't want to carry this heavy tool, you can carry something like this. And doesn't get your arm tired. They do have all sorts of drill bits and other stuff you could use pretty much. But yeah, definitely recommend the Hercules. If you can't afford the Hercules, go with the Bauer. Bauer would be my lowest. Bauer would be my lowest quality tool that I would buy. This is basically for the DIY, somebody that's not a professional. So any of these tools will work great for the non-professional. I mean, me myself personally, I removed the tile from my house, so I ended up spending less money. So I ended up buying something like this and used it. So I used it, and pretty much that tool is brand new, and I still have it. So I would have a tool forever. But yeah, Bauer is definitely a great DIY. They are reliable, they are very powerful, and they will get the job done. Definitely a really nice set of drills here. Definitely recommend that for you. All right, number one, basically, the last one's gonna be the most. I think it's the most important. Not for everybody, because this is most for me. For myself, I'm more inclined to the mechanic side, to the car, to the vehicle, other than woodworking and metalworking and stuff like that. I'm more inclined to the being a mechanic. So for me, something like this will be an essential item. Not really an essential item, but I could say this is probably the item that I would want if I would have that money. That's what I would be spending it on. If I would have, after all my bills and everything, if I would have that money left, I would buy personally this item. All right, we got the 72-inch US General toolbox. This is 72 by 22, a triple bank roller cabinet. They do come in all these colors. If you have that money, if you need a toolbox, Harbor Freight's the way to go. If you're a DIY, if you're starting out as a mechanic, this is a great item to get. These are beautiful boxes. They come in several different colors there. They do have 5-star or 4.5, almost 5 stars, because they are reliable. They're a really great item. Definitely recommend any of these toolboxes for you guys. Anyways, stay safe out there. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, we need to get this channel one more subscribers, because if I can have more subscribers, then I can buy more tools and I can do more reviews and stuff like that. So definitely, please feel free to subscribe, hit the bell. Other than that, that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.